Somehow, she survived. Her ex-boyfriend is the suspect, and police think the Chicago area might be one of the places where he's hiding with family.
I would like for the whole video to be played so people can understand from my point of view and from my kids' point of view.
Let's tell exactly what happened to start this high-speed chase. Because at the end of the day, I have to bury my 18-year-old son. And I'm going crazy.
At the end of the day, I'm a woman of God, but I do not respect how my child is being held accountable for something that she was being bullied about.
You know, this and that. At this time, he gets up, takes off his seatbelt, gets out of his seat, and he comes at me and says, "Get the F off the bus," and he grabs me and tries to throw me down the stairs.
At this point, none of this is on camera, but
Hey y'all. Y'all know, I'm clicking the wrong damn. Okay, here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
Hey y'all. Can y'all hear me? I'm having a hard time hearing. You know, something told me to check everything before I got started. Let's cause I can't hear myself that good. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I can hear myself a little bit better now. My volume shouldn't have to be up that high. You know, my kids be messing with stuff. Can y'all hear me? Hey, BG. Hey, girl. Can you hear me good, BG? Let me check my phone. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I got a show for y'all tonight. And I'm going to make sure I'm heard, baby. I'm going to make sure I'm heard. So, let me see. Is this? No. Okay, BG says she can hear good. She hear good. Okay. Well, maybe it's just me. If something happens to where y'all can't hear me, just please let me know. And I'll make it happen. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses. Mwah. Y'all say I done changed my hair up again. Yeah, I did. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. I'm just hearing, it seems like the sound just ain't right. But we're going to go ahead and get started because like I said, I have a show for y'all tonight, baby. Oh my God. Y'all going to be like, what? Where did the missus get this from? But first, we always got to get into our update, okay? We got to get into our update. So our update is PNB Rock, the rapper. Y'all remember the rapper that got killed. So that is our update. But first and foremost, we got to get into our fair usage. So here we go.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
All right, y'all. We are back. Oh, that ain't right. I tell you that much. That ain't that. I'm echoing. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, that's better, I guess. Well, let's get into this update. Here we go. Well, I call Pooh to come fix this.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
Father is in custody along with his 17-year-old son and the boy's stepmother. They're being charged with murder of rapper PNB Rock. He was shot and killed during a robbery at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA earlier this month.
Fox 11's Christy Fajardo has more on the trio of suspects. She joins us now live from Compton. Christy.
Now, one of the suspects, Chantel Trone, was arraigned here at the Compton courthouse earlier today. The 17-year-old, whose name is not being released because he is a minor, was also arraigned in juvenile court, and his father was on the run until today. A family under arrest. 40-year-old Freddie Trone, no longer a fugitive, caught by police in Las Vegas. The LAPD says he was the getaway driver, and his 17-year-old son was the gunman who earlier this month shot and killed rapper PNB Rock while he was eating lunch at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA with his girlfriend. The LAPD believes the duo was after the rapper's expensive jewelry and may have been tipped off to his whereabouts by a social media post. His murder provoking outrage and calls for justice.
He was a guest in our community and was gunned down by a cowardly act.
Also likely to turn heads, Fox 11 has learned the alleged teen gunman was just out of jail and wearing an ankle monitor, which should have gone off once he left his home.
Court's going to go on the record, call the matter of people versus Chantel Trone.
Also in custody, Freddie Trone's 38-year-old wife, Chantel, who choked back tears during her arraignment in Compton. Police have not said her involvement, but she pled not guilty to charges of being an accessory after the fact. Chantel Trone is due back in court on October 13th. As for Freddie Lee Trone, he could be arraigned as early as tomorrow. Now, we did check jailhouse records, and it shows that someone with the same name and the same age was arrested back in August and was released in March of this year from county jail, but those records did not say on what charges. Live in Compton.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Well, again, I hope y'all can hear me. Hey, Josette, your item went in shipping today. It went in shipping today. And Miss Val, if you're watching, Miss Val, also your shipping is on its way today, just as well. Mwah. But y'all, did y'all see that? Explicit language, and also allegedly. Y'all already know that. It's like that on every show. But did y'all see that? I don't know what's going on. I had a problem with it. I had a big problem with it. Hey, Miss Joyce, I see you, girl, all the way from here in Atlanta. But I had a problem with that because you know, the fathers out here, y'all supposed to be our kings. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be the ones that hold us down, especially our young men, you know? And this man, this dummy, no, I don't hate to call him that, but I'm trying to work on not calling people names, you know, on the show. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say this guy done had the nerves to have his 17-year-old son go in there and rob PNB, the rapper. I don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him like that. But I just thought this was an interesting story. I thought it was very interesting. But he done went in there and robbed him. I done showed y'all some clips on this. I aired it when it happened and everything. So I've been giving y'all updates. But he went in there and shot the man and killed him. And then him and his daddy was on the run. And then he was on the run and the daddy was on the run. Because the daddy was the getaway driver. So the daddy gone on the run. They finally got the son. And then boom, they surprise us. Baby, they done surprise us that they don't want to got stepmama, baby. Baby, they don't want to got stepmama. Do you hear me? Stepmama done came in there. Y'all saw stepmama up there look like she crying and stuff. They said she was fighting her tears back because she was accessory to the after fact. To the after fact. Okay. Hey, Terry. But yeah, she was accessory to the after fact, y'all. So she got to go too. I don't feel sorry for her at all. And then, like I said, Daddy was on the run. And then finally, over the weekend, they done caught Daddy. Daddy was young. They all young. The girl was number 38 years old. I think the daddy was like 41. And then the son, 17 years old. What? You have not taught that young man nothing. And he was already, the little 17-year-old, y'all. The 17-year-old was out on bond. The 17-year-old was out on bond when this occurred. Just like got out of little juvenile jail, whatever they call that stuff. Yeah. And his daddy said, here, take the pistol and go rob him for his jewelry. He robbed him and his girlfriend for some jewelry and then shot and killed the man. And now all three of y'all, the whole family, gone. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with the young lady, okay, y'all? We don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, she can get it too. She really can. I don't care. She was accessory. She was part of it. Some way, somehow, she was part of it and she didn't tell. Whether before, after, in between, she can get it too. Mm-hmm. And don't worry, I'm going to continue to follow the story. Y'all already know. Go share this video right now, y'all. Please go share the video. Again, I thank y'all so much for joining me each and every week. Okay, each and every week. I see I'm lagging, but each and every week, y'all always support me. So I really appreciate that. So please share this video, like it. What else is that? Subscribe to my YouTube page. Do all that good stuff. Okay, do all that good stuff. But as for right now, y'all know I've been having problems with the camera. But as of right now, we finna get into our next clip. I'm telling y'all, I'm bringing it tonight. This is, y'all know I like to call my own type, my own clips. This is called, oh, she came armed, baby. Oh, baby, she came armed. 12 years old, baby. Here we go.
We're seeing the scary moments when a young girl pulled out a gun after a fight on a school bus. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Devin Bartolana. The moments were captured on video, and tonight police say a 12-year-old and her mother have been arrested. Eleanor Tabone has the story.
It started as a fight between two girls on the school bus after school on Friday. Then things got heated. At some point, one of the girls gets off the bus at a bus stop. Returning, pounding on the bus door to get inside, walking away with what appears to be a gun in her hand after the driver refused to open the door for her.
I just can't picture myself sitting there with somebody approaching a bus with a gun. You should have pulled off to the bus driver. That was so irresponsible.
Crescent City Schools, the charter school operator that runs Achille, released a written statement saying Crescent City Schools and Achille Academy are horrified by this brazen act of violence that happened off school campus. The student is not at school and we are working with NOLA Public Schools regarding disciplinary action. Eyewitness News spoke with a mother of two students who ride the same bus.
When your children ride that bus, the shoulda, woulda, coulda run through your head. What if you got on a bus? You would have shot those children?
Eleanor Tabone, Eyewitness News.
Police arrested the 12-year-old that same day and charged her with aggravated assault with a firearm. The child's mother was also arrested and charged with principal to aggravated assault and for contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile. Police have not exactly said what led to that charge. The children's name have not been released given the age of the girl involved.
All right. So who want to go first? Me. Me. I'll go first. And I got a clip too. I got 2 clips. I want y'all to see what the mama said and the ignorance that she brought to the table. So the young lady got into a fight on the school bus. She got into a fight on the school bus for everybody that's just coming in. She got in a fight on the school bus. One number 12 years old. Her mama outside in the car waiting on her. And the little girl comes off the bus. Exit the bus now. Go back to the car with her mama. And come back to the bus. Banging on the bus. And got a gun in her hand. Oh, baby, she was about to light it up, baby. Do you hear me? Everybody was, either they were going to be dead or everybody going to be in jail. So I'm telling you, it was going to be over. And thank goodness the bus driver was not that fearful to where he didn't open up the school bus. Now, what he should have done was pulled off. That's what he should have done. But nah, he ain't pull off. He just stood there, probably telling her little bad ass to go somewhere and sit down. Go. I don't even know if he even recognized that she had the gun in her hand. Because, she waved it once that we can see. She waved it up while she was walking away. But she walked away right back to her mama's car. That's what she did. So her mama had something to say because, everybody was coming for her in these streets, baby. They was coming for her. In social media world, that's the streets. Okay, that's what I call the streets. So let's see what. Let me just, I'm gonna let y'all see.
At the end of the day, I'm a woman of God. At the end of the day, I'm a woman of God. At the end of the day, I'm a woman of God. But I do not respect how my child is being held accountable for something that she was being bullied about. She was being bullied, so that's why she pulled out a firearm. It was in her possession, though it was not supposed to be in her possession. It was in her possession, and she pulled it. I don't care how y'all take it, how ignorant y'all say I'm being or whatever, but when a child is under frustration and being bullied, he's supposed to have help and with self-defense or whatever. Y'all too ignorant in New Orleans. I said that. Achille Academy is very messy. Y'all children is messy. You need to put your children in a place because they play with people too much. Nobody don't have time for to be playing with no fucking children all day. Children play with people too much. Y'all need to conduct yourselves in the right manner. Show the whole video clip.
I ain't on mute. Let's run that clip back one more again.
At the end of the day, I'm a woman of God. At the end of the day, I'm a woman of God. At the end of the day, I'm a woman of God. But I do not respect how my child is being held accountable for something that she was being bullied about. She was being bullied, so that's why she pulled out a firearm. It was in her possession, though it was not supposed to be in her possession. It was in her possession, and she pulled it. I don't care how y'all take it, how ignorant y'all say I'm being or whatever, but when a child is under frustration and being bullied, he's supposed to have help and with self-defense or whatever. Y'all too ignorant in New Orleans. I said that. Achille Academy is very messy. Y'all children is messy. You need to put your children in a place because they play with people too much. Nobody don't have time for to be playing with no fucking children all day. Children play with people too much. Y'all need to conduct yourselves in the right manner. Show the whole video clip.
Hey, my peach. If she, what, you know what? They got her in the right place. She is where she belongs. She is where she belongs. She belongs right there behind them bars. When I tell y'all, when I heard this clip about 4, 5, 6 times until my spirit said I just couldn't hear it no more. I just couldn't hear it no more. Like, are you that ignorant? Like, really? Like, you are really condoning? I mean, I understand she said, no, she's not supposed to have it in her possession. But the way she acted, she gave her a high five when she came back to the car. baby. Like, what if she would have really killed somebody? What if she would have shot and killed the bus driver because the bus driver wouldn't open the door to let her back in? And then once she do kill him and get back in, she starts shooting up all the other kids because you say, mama, that she was being bullied. And she probably was. I'm not saying she wasn't. But what I am saying is, I'm sure there was another alternative that you could have taken. You and your child both should not be locked up in jail, ma'am. Miss Lay, you and your little girl that's 12 years old should not be locked up in jail. And that's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion, you know? But I'm just talking to you, woman to woman, Miss Lady. I'm sorry. Heard my children in the background. But anyways, no, I don't know. Let's see what Miss Joyce said. Miss Joyce said this mother is a complete hot mess. Why does child get access to the gun? She left off that bus and went to her mama car and came back to the bus and was banging on the bus door to get in. And on her, he wouldn't let her in. On her way going back to her mama car, she waved the firearm. That's what she did. Now, everything is allegedly on my show, Miss Joyce. But I'm sure able to tell my opinion. And my opinion is just like that clip I showed y'all a while ago, where that woman gave her 10-year-old the gun that was in the bag, and the 10-year-old shot the neighbor because the neighbor was arguing with her mama. I'm getting those type of vibes. Those are the vibes that I'm getting. Like, why did you have to come on social media to let everybody know how you feel, mama? Miss Lady. I ain't even gonna call her mama. Miss Lady. Why was that necessary? Why is you on social media trying to figure out what everybody's saying about you, Miss Lady? I ain't being mean. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. None of that. But come on. You done damn near ruined this little girl life. It's something that she gonna remember for the rest of her life. I just said she is so stupid. She's just so stupid. That's what I just said. BG, the DA thanks you for the testimony. You know? Like, I don't understand. What's up, Rico? Rico is a first-time viewer. Hey, Rico. Thank you for joining. But back to the story at hand. Y'all, something ain't right. You know, I don't like to sit up here and talk about them. I really don't. I feel like we should always have some type of resolution. Always. What type of resolution we got for her, I don't know. If y'all want to put it in the chat, feel free to go ahead. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think stuff is common sense. And to give your child a gun that's 12 years old because they being bullied. And all you got to do is go get your child and put them in another school. Okay, you can't put them in another school? Homeschool. Find another way. That's all I'm saying. I don't know the answer, but find another way. That's all I'm saying. So, on to the next clip. I didn't want to spend too much time on that. But it's going to be a short show tonight, though. It is. So, she resigns. We got a lot of she's in here tonight. Not a lot, but quite a few. But she resigns. She resigned, y'all. Y'all wonder who resigned? Oh, the missus who resigned. One of the police. One of the police. Now, not the one that was doing the do at the correctional officer. Not her. I told y'all about that Saturday. Not her. This is a different lady, y'all. Here we go.
cop in the city of South Fulton has asked the GBI to further examine allegations lodged against his narcotics commander. Lieutenant Shannon McKessie resigned her post. Chief Keith Meadows told reporters this morning he was going to terminate a law enforcement officer he trusted. Fox 5's Morris Diggs is at the South Fulton Government Center with more, and he's live now. Morris?
Several allegations have dogged this police official. The most serious going forward could be questions about the counting of confiscated drug cash.
It was disheartening because I've known this employee for about 20 years. And so it's hard to take because you've known them for so long and you've had relationships with people.
Keith Meadows, the top cop in South Fulton, discusses a tough decision to recommend termination for narcotics commander Shannon McKessie. That happened in early July. She opted to resign 2 days later. The city manager of South Fulton and the chief brought in an outside agency, the Smyrna Police Department, to look into allegations of a hostile work environment, a claim that McKessie had used alcohol on the job, and that in her post counteracting the illegal drug trade, there were some irregularities in the counting of confiscated cash. Smyrna found evidence to support all three allegations, according to my sources.
We'll seize the money. We'll have the money counter there. The money is counted. The money is placed into a safe within the City of Atlanta Police Department. And once that money is there, it sits there as evidence until a judge releases that money to the City of South Fulton. Once it's released to the City of South Fulton, then it winds up going from that safe into a bank account for the city.
Now, in addition to asking the GBI to look at these allegations about this money counting, he's also asked DA Fonnie Willis to look at it.
All right, y'all. That's all I got to say on that. No, that's not all I got to say. That ain't all. That ain't all. So, I listened to this clip a couple times, and sometimes I don't get it, some of this stuff all the way, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, y'all please correct me, but it sounded like what they were saying was she was taking the dope money, the weed, the dope, all that stuff, all the money that was compensated for all that stuff. She took all that money. She was taking it. She was borrowing some. She was having a hard time. Y'all wasn't paying her enough. And she needed to get a quick loan. Is that what was going on? And she just thought that she was just so cute and so innocent. And they would never think it was me. Her homegirls probably called her and was like, hey, girl, let's go to Jamaica. Boom. Let's go. And she probably like, dang, where I'm going to get this money go from? Where am I going to get this money from? I'm going to have to take it from the county. They ain't doing nothing with that money anyway. That's what she thinking. It was all allegedly. This is all allegedly. I don't know this girl. I don't know nothing about her whatsoever. But I'm just saying, what was going through her head? Y'all, it's some things that let me tell you something. And I'll be honest with y'all. I remember I got caught stealing when I was 15 years old. 15 years old. Just so young. I was so young. And I was stealing keychains. Candy bars. Little stuff, stupid stuff. Didn't think about if I was going to get caught and I didn't care. And then I got caught. And I got caught with somebody else's family. Wasn't even my family. Oh, Jesus. Wasn't even my family. I was so embarrassed. And I wasn't by myself. I was with it was family friend of the family. I say that. Family friend of the family. If they watching, they know exactly who it was and who I was with. But anyway, and I did it at such a devastating time. My mom was in the hospital and everything. It was just crazy. Like I said, I was only 15 years old. I was very young. But never stole again a day in my life. Ever. But this situation like this, you're going to do some time. That's the point I'm trying to make. I was 15. I was young. I some keychains. Keychains was in back then at the day. And my mama was not gonna buy no $4.99 keychain. Or no $3.99 keychain. You know? So, but I knew I wasn't gonna go to jail. These people, this woman, you done went to school for this. You done put your time in. You probably got kids. You probably done work hard and didn't even get a chance to spend too much time with your kids. You know what I'm saying? And then you go out like this and get caught. And I don't mean like that. I don't mean like that. But you know that I better not say it. Y'all know I get to talking, and I get to talking. I didn't want to say it, Audra. I didn't want to say it. I ain't say it. That's what I was thinking, but I ain't say it. Okay. Now, BG said he almost broke. He almost broke, put in laughter about that money. He owed the chain of custody breakdown. I didn't read that right. I'm sorry. I was just say it, girl, say it. But yes. I felt that same way. I'm like, why we always got to be the ones to get caught? I'm at 15 years old. Do y'all remember here in Georgia? And for everybody that's watching from Georgia, do y'all remember the kids that was with their mama and baby? They went to Dollar General. They went to Dollar General, either the Dollar General or Dollar Tree, and the little girl stole a doll. Baby, they called the police. The police followed these folks to their house. And was gonna lock their ass up over a baby doll. Look, I'll say, yep, I remember that. Over a baby doll. And they was a black family. I'm just saying. They called them folks, and this is what the police did. We gotta go get her for this dollar. Crazy. They doing something wrong. But what's right is right and wrong is wrong. Don't be putting your hands on nothing that don't belong to you. If it don't belong to you, don't put your hands on it. If you can't pay for it, don't put your hands on it. It's that simple. Don't touch it if it's not yours. And then you won't have to worry about going through stuff like this. I'm just saying. Even the little girl. It was right is right and wrong is wrong. Even the little girl. She was old enough to know that her mama didn't pay for that doll. Leave that doll there and leave that stuff alone. I wouldn't have been happy with my kids at that age that they took, especially kids that took a baby doll. Oh, baby. Now, Trey one time, he tried to take a car from the furniture store. From the furniture store. They had a kids room, and the kids room had a little toy box, and Trey done took the toy and put it inside his uniform, but he had it way over here, and we all sitting out on the couches trying out the couches and stuff, and Poolie like, what is that in your shirt jacket? What is that? And when he pulled that thing out, I said, Lord Jesus, it's time to go. It's time to go. I want it. Give me the furniture. I want it. I was so mad, y'all. I said, give me the furniture. I don't care how hot it was. I don't care how expensive. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was so angry. I was like, my look. I just started having flashbacks. I wasn't now 15 years old, and my son was number 6. He was 6 years old. Baby, I bet you ain't still not mouth. Well, he ain't really actually steal it because he made him go put it back. But it's just like he stole it. He had it in. like Casey. How smart are you? No, I'm just like, I love my baby. My baby's smart. Hey, shout out, Trey. My baby got all A's on his report card, progress report, whatever it was. He got all A's. I'm proud of him, okay? My daughter just got student of the month. Hey, shout out to Kirsten. Mom and Dad doing something right, baby. We do something right. Y'all, let's get, hey, Niecy Pooh. Thank y'all so much. We is lit up in here tonight, baby. We up in here. Let's get into this next clip, y'all, with a lady that got shot 14 times, baby. I'm mad at these.
New at 4:30, her ex-boyfriend shot her over a dozen times, all of it caught on video. The victim is now sharing her story, helping someone recognize that shooter.
We want to warn you, the video is disturbing. CBS 2's Sabrina Franza joins us now. Sabrina, what do we know?
Jim Marie, this woman was shot 14 times in front of her 3 children. Somehow, she survived. Her ex-boyfriend is the suspect, and police think the Chicago area might be one of the places where he's hiding with family.
I would like for the whole video to be played so people can understand from my point of view and from my kids' point of view.
Legs shaking uncontrollably, Nikeya Shumake relives her nightmare.
Just kept shooting, then I just fell to the ground. I just laid there and just lay him, kept shooting until he was done.
Her ex-boyfriend caught on camera shooting her 14 times on July 23rd in Milwaukee. But what really got her, what made the tears start falling?
She screamed out of anger. She just wanted to stop.
Seeing their children, ages 12, 5, and 2, get out of the car to save her.
When I opened my eyes and I see my baby, my eyes was able to focus, so I just got up like this a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I could stand up. And then I just stood up all the way, and I grabbed my babies, and we went. I think the lady, she was just sitting there watching. So I went to her car and I opened the door and I pushed her laundry over and I was like, can you please just take me?
In the video, you can see 32-year-old Shumake's longtime boyfriend, Askia Strong, fire and seemingly come back to finish the job. Then he flees down an alley.
The moment I get up off that ground, I was a hero. It was victory for me from that point on.
Now, he's wanted for attempted murder. She's hoping sharing this video will help find him.
Just turn them in.
It's believed that Strong fled to hide with family in neighboring states, and we did reach out to state police as well as Chicago police to see who they're working with, if they're working with Milwaukee PD. But they could not tell us specifics. They want everyone to keep an eye out for Strong, but they don't want him to know where they have boots on the ground looking for him. From the newsroom, Sabrina Franza.
That's so sad. And all 3 of them kids was both of their kids. So apparently she broke up with him the day before or the day of. But she broke up with him, allegedly, from what she said. And wherever they was at, he just started shooting her. They got into an argument, of course. And then he started shooting her right in front of the kids. The kids actually got out the car to help their mama. As little as them babies was. And this coward runs off, and he's still out on the loose right now as we speak. I've been trying to see if he has been found, but he has not been found yet at all. Yes, Niecy, my Lord. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Crazy. In front of the babies. But God said, not mine. You ain't finna hurt mine. This girl, 38 years old, I think she said she was, 31, 38, was able to get up after being shot 14 times. Was able to get up and walk for help. And baby, she also did this. She got the hell out. She was gone. She was gone. I feel for them babies. I feel for them babies. You know, they have to be the ones to get out to save their mama. And it was a woman in the car. Because that's who the lady ran to. A woman that was just sitting in the car watching. Man, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. Like, don't let a woman make you that angry that you got to kill us. Shoot us down. Not beat us. Kill us. Get a gun. Shoot. Goodbye forever. Forget your kids. Forget your mama. Forget your daddy. Some people don't even have parents out here in this world. All they had was that man. And you sit there and you kill her. But thank God, not her. She knew like she said, she could damn near conquer anything now. Whew. Nisi said, that's so horrible. Same thing happened to a young lady here in Nap. Unfortunately, she didn't survive. He killed her in front of the daycare center, in front of her kids. Yeah, that happened here in Atlanta. The daycare. She was at the daycare center. He done came up to the daycare. Oh, he big and bad. He done came up to the daycare, threatened the daycare workers and everything, and took her out with holding the baby. Took her out in the back and shot and killed her. Young people. Very, very young. You know, it's like they have no fear at all no more. Not everybody. Not all the young folks. You know, maybe that's another thing we need to start doing. Acknowledging the young people that are doing something good. Maybe it'll encourage the ones that ain't doing good to want to do good instead of always shining the light on the bad ones. Now, I'm telling y'all now, my show is not going to change right now. No, it's not. You know, I'm still keep showing y'all they bad is. But I try to mix it. Y'all know I try to mix it sometimes. Y'all know I do. I try to mix it up. And I put in, you know, some good people, good kids, wholesome, pure. Ooh, BG said if he's hiding in Chicago, he'll probably get shot. I think he's definitely going to get caught. I definitely don't think he's going to get away with this. Especially if we keep replaying the story. You know, what I mean by keep replaying it, other YouTube commentators, other news broadcasters, you know, make stuff like this need to go nationwide. I'm not even going to say viral. Nationwide. Like, everybody needs to be watching for this guy. And I bet you half of y'all that watched this show didn't even know that this even happened. Some of y'all probably knew. But probably over half of y'all didn't even know that something like this even happened. So let's go ahead, y'all. We're gonna get into let's get into a commercial right quick. And when we come back from this commercial, we're gonna talk about the pit maneuver. If y'all don't know what a pit maneuver is, y'all gonna know after tonight. Okay? Y'all will know after tonight. All right. So here we go. Peachy Kisses Boutique, baby. Peachy Kisses Boutique. Make sure you go to my website, www.peachyteatime.com. Time is spelled with the Y. And get these products, baby. Now, some of the stuff is sold out, okay? But I got some stuff still in stock. Here we go.
Welcome to Peachy Kisses Boutique. Here you will find all the Peachy Kisses apparel of your needs, from hoodies to t-shirts to lip gloss and lipstick. Also in stock, sexy women one-piece onesies. And we don't stop there. We also have iridescent eyeshadow along with so much more. Check out Peachy Kisses Boutique at www.peachyteatime.com. That's www.peachyteatime.com. See you soon.
You're live with the Energy God. I'm here with the message, man. That hits 92.3. But if you ain't tuned into PGK time, I don't know what you're doing. Let's get it. Let's go. Whoa. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? This your girl, Tasha Doe, and I'm here with Miss Peachy today. Just did a Crunk TV show. We just got down and that was up, man. Oh, shit. What's up, y'all? This your girl, Tasha Doe, and I'm here with the missus at PGT time with hits 92.3. Period, poo. And I did that one right.
A chase involving state troopers overnight. According to the Georgia State Patrol, troopers tried to stop a Jeep that was speeding on 85 just before 1 o'clock this morning. But when the driver did not hit the brakes, they stopped the car using a pit maneuver. As Fox 5's Claire Sims explains, the mother of one of the men killed says her son was trying to help a wounded friend.
He comes to try to get his friend some help to get to the hospital, and then now he's gone. And now I have to bury my 18-year-old son.
Shakina Clotter says she needs answers about what happened to her son, Amarion. Clotter says the teen went to talk to a friend in his car outside their East Point apartment Thursday night, and someone opened fire, his windshield riddled with bullets. Clotter alerted his mother that his friend had been shot, and he and another friend decided to drive the injured young man to the hospital. According to the Georgia State Patrol, a trooper tried to stop a white Jeep Grand Cherokee on I-85 North just before 1 Friday morning, but the driver would not pull over. Instead, they exited on Edgewood, and the injured one jumped out. Troopers say they found him with a gunshot wound to the back. GSP says the Jeep then drove back onto 7585 South and then I-20 East. That was when the trooper decided to perform a pit maneuver.
Are we at a point where this pursuit needs to come to an end before someone else is hurt, someone else's property is damaged, which is why he chose to use the pit maneuver, which brought the chase to an end.
Both the driver and the passenger were ejected from the car and died at the scene. Lieutenant Michael Burns with the Georgia Department of Public Safety says in an emergency, the best thing to do is call 911 to alert law enforcement that you are trying to get medical attention.
If you're speeding at a high rate of speed and a trooper tries to stop you and you continue to flee, then you're going to be pursued. You know, we're not going to just say, oh, well, maybe they're going to the hospital, we'll just go away, unless we get some kind of prior notice.
Clotter says her son was not the driver, and she's not sure why they didn't stop. But she says she needs to know more from law enforcement.
I don't know. I wasn't there to be able to know exactly what the fear was or what was the reason that happened. I don't know, but I just want to know, could something have been prevented?
Troopers say they recovered an automatic weapon at the scene. Officials have not released the names of the people involved and say their specialized collision reconstruction team and the Office of Professional Standards are investigating the incident. Claire Sims.
Okay. I got a lot to say about this too. You know, first and foremost, shout out to IG. IG is in the building tonight. Hey, IG. We got YouTube in the building. We got my Facebook personal page in the building. We also got my Facebook business page in the building. And we also got Twitch in the building, baby. We live everywhere tonight, okay? We live everywhere. Run the numbers up, okay? Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. And also, what else am I missing? Hit the gray shade of bell. Hit the gray shade of bell and everything else. I don't know. Anyways, back to the show at hand. I didn't like this. I didn't like this at all. Now, and I didn't like it on both parts. When something like that happens, your friend, your family member, somebody gets shot, we all know that you're not supposed to move anybody. You leave them there, call 911, let the ambulance come get them. Now, if they're taking too long, then of course, yeah, you get your family and your folks and you try to take them. But your first reaction should be call 911. This little boy wasn't even a driver. Why are you going? Stay at home and pray. Pray for him. Everybody don't need to go if y'all did have to take him. Number 2, this is why it's important to call 911, because maybe this possibly wouldn't have happened if they would have called 911. Even if they did have to drive, they would have asked, well, what's your license plate number? What's this? What's that? Police could have possibly been alert. Possibly. I say that very strongly. Possibly. Okay, because we don't know. The police is crazy. They look crazy nowadays. But for those that's wondering, what is a pit maneuver? This is it right here. This is a pit maneuver. So it's when the police officer basically hits you on the tail end. And these are all different ways. But mainly what they do is number 3. That's mainly what the pit maneuver is. Here go another one. Now, these 3 photos that I'm about to show you, these are results from a pit maneuver. Your car flip upside down. We got this one right here where it just moved him all the way off the road. Then you got something like this. When all you have to do is just stop. Now everybody gone. And it's so sad. I pray for this family. I could just, I can't imagine what this mama going through right now. Like, I'm sure she got to be hurting to the core. Like, her son was literally trying to save somebody else's life. I put my music on. Trying to save somebody's life, y'all. His friend's life. By just riding along. But he was trying to save his friend's life. And now he's gone. That is like so sad. So sad. They're wrong, and even a grand theft auto situation isn't worth a pit maneuver. Discontinue it. Exactly. It's not worth it. Not if you're gonna kill somebody just because they're speeding. Now, yes, let's say granted. Sometimes people that speed, they cause other accidents that can cause other people to die. Just as well. But I think if they would have followed them just until they stopped, eventually they got to stop, whether they run out of gas or what. Eventually they were going to have to stop. So in situations like this, I blame the officers. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I blame the officers. Like, there had to have been another alternative. Now, not only that, let's just say they would have stopped. Baby, how ugly would that have been? They got a firearm in the car, and somebody is shot. But it's their friend. Police don't know that's their friend. Just like police don't know that that's where they driving to. They don't know. All they know is that they're here to protect and serve whenever they want to. And this was the day that they wanted to. The police could have called an ambulance as well. Awful. Yeah. We got a part 2. We got a part 2 to this just as well. So let's go ahead and get into our part 2. And that's all we got, just 2 clips on this. So here we go.
First at 11, a mother in East Point says that she wants answers from the Georgia State Patrol and also wants to know if her son's death could have been avoided. The mom says her teenage son was one of 2 men killed this morning following a high-speed chase with the GSP troopers.
Joe Hinkie spoke with the mother of 18-year-old Amarian Clutter. And Joe, she tells you that her son was trying to help a friend who had been shot when that chase began.
Well, that's right, Jennifer. Amarian Clotter's mother tells me her son was a passenger in a vehicle along with 2 friends, and they were trying to get from East Point to Grady Hospital after one of them had been shot.
Let's tell exactly what happened to start this high-speed chase. Because at the end of the day, I have to bury my 18-year-old son. And I'm going crazy and not knowing what I'm going to do.
Shakina Clotter says her son Amarian was one of 2 young men killed before sunrise Friday on I-20. He leaves behind his mother, 2 sisters, and a 7-month-old son. Shakina says Amarian had been outside their East Point apartment with friends, and then she heard gunshots, and Amarian ran inside.
The way he came in here meaning well, and he just left me. So that's what I'm going with, and I need to find out what else is going on from there.
Amarian's family says the shooting happened in the parking lot where this car covered in bullet holes sits. Nearby, we found at least 6 shell casings on the ground tonight. According to the family, one of Amarian's friends had been shot. Shakina says after the shooting, Amarian and another friend began rushing to get their injured friend to the hospital.
He was trying to save his friend's life, in his opinion.
The Georgia State Patrol tells 11 Alive early this morning near I-85 North and Cleveland Avenue, a trooper tried stopping a Jeep for speeding, but the driver started driving faster, according to GSP, and a chase began. On Edgewood Avenue, a person that had been shot got out of the car and would be picked up by a trooper, according to GSP. The Jeep then got back on the interstate, and on I-20 East, another trooper used a pit maneuver to stop the vehicle. GSP reports 2 people were ejected from the Jeep. Troopers began trying to help them, but both died at the scene. Shakina tonight questions if troopers should have chased after her son and his friends for speeding.
I definitely know right from wrong, and I raised my child to know right from wrong. But I just want to know, could it have been prevented?
And the Georgia State Patrol tells me this incident is still under investigation. They have not said how fast the Jeep was going, but they found an automatic weapon in the vehicle. Amarian Clotter's mother says she wants more info from GSP. She also wants to see the dash camera footage from the chase. She has set up an online fundraiser for her son's funeral expenses.
Now, the family is saying that the sons were speeding. The young men were speeding because they were trying to get to the hospital. What are the state troopers saying about this?
Georgia State Patrol hasn't addressed that directly, but they said in general, if someone has been shot, it's best to call 911 and stay at the scene of the shooting and wait for medical assistance to come to you. If you have to leave to try to get to the hospital, though, you should still call 911. Tell the dispatcher the make and model and location of the car, and then officers on the road can know the situation, handle it accordingly. So far, we have not confirmed if in this incident any 911 calls were made.
All right, I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to say if you're driving down the street and you haven't called 911 because you just panicked and you like, oh my gosh, I just got to get them there to the hospital. Anytime a police is behind you and is trying to attempt to pull you over, pull over. Pull over. They can still make sure it's possible that you get there safely by making sure that the lights is on. You know, they can make sure that they go in front of you. And you can speed behind them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I understand that in that minute, in that second, you know, a life could be lost. But at the same time, look what happened. Now more than one life was lost. So that's just something to think about. Okay. Now let's get into the school bus driver. Here we go. Something about school buses tonight.
Days after a man is charged with assaulting a CCSD bus driver, he's now speaking out, saying there's more to the story. That parent telling 8 News Now he was only defending himself. Madison Kimbrell on this story, joining us in studio after speaking with him. Madison.
46-year-old Otis Tanner is out on bail after he got into a verbal and physical altercation with a CCSD bus driver. That was last week. Now, Otis stating that he was defending students for an incident that had happened a day prior, but when he confronted the bus driver, things got out of control.
He puts his hands in his face and he grabs me again. At that time, I push him off of me and I tell him, quit touching me.
Parent Otis Tanner recalling the moments that led up to the tense altercation on a bus full of students Thursday. Tanner, who was arrested on several charges, claims he was just defending himself against the bus driver. Tanner stating that the day before, his daughter and a couple of other students were kicked off the same bus by that same bus driver for reasons unknown at this time. Tanner alerted CCSD and says the principal of Valley High School, where his daughter goes to school, said they would address the issue. However, Tanner wanted to talk to the bus driver himself one-on-one.
I was standing on the steps when I was talking to him. And I told him, and I said, hey, you know, this and that. At this time, he gets up, takes off his seatbelt, gets out of his seat. And he comes at me and says, get the F off the bus. And he grabs me and tries to throw me down the stairs.
At this point, none of this is on camera, but Tanner says after the bus driver dispatched campus police, that's when things escalated.
He kept antagonizing, provoking me, do something, which you heard in the video. While we were off the bus, he retreated back to the bus and grabbed a weapon they call a tire iron and proceeded to come back after telling me he was going to bust my head. And he come after me then.
The situation ended when another parent stepped in, says Otis. But looking back, he says although he doesn't feel like he was in the wrong, he now would have handled the situation differently in front of the kids. And according to Otis, there was a new bus driver in his neighborhood picking up students today. No word on the other bus driver's condition. Otis is due back in court tomorrow morning.
Otis needs to be locked up. Flat out. You don't go on no school bus, Otis. We don't know what you got. We don't know if you finna shoot up the school bus. He shouldn't even let you on the school bus. That's what he need to be fired for. Close them doors. Don't open them. You see the other bus driver? He ain't open the door for the 12-year-old. You think he would have opened up the door for this big old man? Muscle wise big. But serious. Like, Otis need to go to jail. Otis was dead wrong. And Otis know he was dead wrong. Otis, don't try to come on the news and try to get the rest of the black community to be behind you, because I ain't feeling it, and they ain't feeling it either. My Mr. Peaches and Mrs. Peaches, Miss Peaches. I don't even say it no more. I'm going to start saying it again. I can't even say it right. My Peaches and Mr. Peaches, we don't agree with you. I don't care what happened on that bus. Kids gonna be kids. If you got a problem with taking to school like you did, and they told you they would handle it. But no, not you. Not Mr. Superhero. He got to make sure that his kids get acknowledged that his daddy don't play. Now they going to acknowledge that they daddy go to jail. That's what they're going to acknowledge now. Because that's where you need to be. Behind bars. They told you. They told them. We're going to, regardless if they handle it or not, they told them. If they don't handle it, take your child to school. Drive to school. Some of y'all like doing Ubers and shit. Give them an Uber. Send them on their way. Do I recommend Ubers? Hell no. I don't recommend them at all. Unless you just, even when you're dirt drunk, because the Uber driver still take you off somewhere and you don't even know what's going on if you dirt drunk. So don't get dirt drunk. Shit. Okay. Let's go. Gretchen said, hey, Gretchen. Gretchen said those kids he put off the bus probably was bad as hell. Exactly. They probably deserve. Talking about it's undisclosed. If they would have came with a gun, you would have told exactly what happened. I want to know what happened. What they get kicked out the school bus for? That made daddy come and show out. Show up and show out. Dead wrong. Should not have been on the bus. Trespassing. Dead wrong. Thank you. Poor kids. No, they probably was used to it. But I don't know. Because some of them look like they had some real fine straight hair on their bus. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Look like they had some real fine straight hair. They don't need no pressing comb. But he was definitely trespassing, y'all. I don't care what happened. It don't matter what happened. If ain't there one of them kids pull a gun on your, even if they pull a gun, take your child to school. They put a gun on your child, take them to school. You can't go up there fighting these kids. You will go to jail. So to keep yourself from out of jail, a tip, a PSA, keep your ears off the bus. Stay off the bus, y'all. It's not y'all bus. Y'all ain't in school no more. Y'all know how kids is. Kids is crazy. Shoot. Not all of them. Not all of them. And Trey came home today and said that the kids told him that he was weird. I said, weird for what? He said, because when I stood up, my knees was going back. Cooley does it all the time. I said, did you call them weird back? He was like, no, I don't think they're weird. I said, I don't care. You call them weird anyway. Who cares if you think they're weird or not? They called you weird, you called them weird back. Come on now. I won't say duh. I love my baby so much, as y'all can tell. But let's get into this next one. Murder-suicide, baby. Murder-suicide. This one was sad. But here we go.
Tonight, a man is dead after shooting and killing a woman, then turning the gun on himself. Family members tell us the victim was his ex-wife.
And the Bexar County Sheriff's Office SWAT team spent hours convincing the man inside to turn himself in before he took his own life. The night team's Alyssa Cole was there during the standoff and spoke with the family of the woman involved.
This Knoll Creek subdivision filled with heavy Bexar County law enforcement, deputies, and a SWAT team. Authorities surrounding this house on Camas and Walnut Creek streets, pleading with a 42-year-old man to come out. Just off in the distance, two men, Daryl and Theo Johnson, stood by waiting.
I came over to see if there was any tape, like if there was another crime scene, because I've heard that he did something to himself.
As the SWAT team negotiated with the man inside for 2 hours, Daryl told us he believed the man inside murdered his sister, 41-year-old Allison Johnson, just hours prior.
My niece called me and said there was a commotion at the house and I needed to see what was going on. So I drove over and no one was at the house.
When he arrived at his sister's home, authorities told him his sister had been shot in the back of the head. Her body found in a neighbor's backyard. Daryl immediately drove here to the suspect's house and would eventually find law enforcement there too.
Once the arrest warrant was signed for the suspect, the SWAT robot was introduced through the garage entrance leading into the house. That robot was able to make entry, and through a camera that's on that robot, we were able to find the suspect deceased from what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound in the living room.
Allison Johnson's family in shock, encouraging others who may be experiencing domestic violence to seek help.
We love her. Yeah, she'll be missed. Anybody else in a relationship that's abusive or scared to speak out, or whatever the case may be, man, the best thing to do is tell somebody.
Law enforcement has not yet officially named Johnson as the victim. We're working on getting that confirmation. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
All right. First and foremost, like the young man said, if you are in an abusive relationship and you're going through something like this, tell somebody. Try to get some help. If you feel like you can't do it on your own, try to find somebody that you can trust that can help you, find the steps for you to, get away. Now, back to this clip, though. This was messed up. It looks like all the steps was followed. She divorced him. They was living in separate homes. And he still came and shot her and killed her. But that brother, he had got a phone call from his niece telling him that he needs to come over there. Because I guess arguments, whatever, something was going right. And he gets there, but not in enough time. That had to be very, very hurtful. But what if he would have got there in time? And what if he would have got shot and killed? What if he didn't bring his tool with him? He's just going just to go check randomly because of apparently, allegedly, this has been going on. This is not the first time. And we all can tell that from the way that they're talking and the things that they're saying. So it definitely wasn't the first time. But at the same time, like, what if he would have went? You know, what if it would have been 2 kids being buried instead of 1? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying. You know, everyone has to be cautious for themselves just as well. What if he had kids? We don't know that. He could have had kids that he's trying to protect his own kids, but when he found out this happened, he's like, oh my gosh, let me get up over here and try to break something up again. Sad. But yeah, if you're in those situations, please, please, please try your best to get out of those situations. All right, y'all. We're going to get into another killing. That's what I named it, another killing. And after this, we just got one more clip, and we out of here for tonight. Here we go.
Man is gunned down at work, and his killer is on the run. The shooting happened on Friday at 9th and Atkinson. Fox 6's Ashley Sears joins us live. And Ash, the victim's family is desperate for justice.
Yeah, they tell us the man who killed the 24-year-old is known to the family, and the shooting was the result of an old dispute.
He didn't cause trouble. He didn't get into trouble.
It's hard for the family of Jamil Lee Berlin to understand how a day at work turned into terror.
He just walked into their place of business and shot my cousin in the chest.
Deja Lee Bolton says she was on the phone with the 24-year-old minutes before the shooting, warning him about an angry Facebook post she saw online.
The message was basically saying that he was going to come put 100 shots in them.
About 30 minutes later, when she called him back, she could only hear chaos in the background.
Some lady answered that she just kept saying, like, they shot, he shot, he shot.
Deja says a man known to the family walked inside the tire shop and opened fire. Jamil died on the scene. Another man was wounded.
The beef just came from nowhere.
The killer took off, and police are investigating. The victim is finding comfort in his memory.
He was always smiling, laughing, being goofy, always there for everybody.
Focusing on his life and not the tragic end, trying to stay positive. They will see justice.
It'll mean a lot for us to get his story out there and get the killer off the streets.
The other man is expected to survive. Police continue to search for that known suspect and are asking anyone with information to contact MPD. Reporting live downtown, Ashley Sears, Fox 6 News.
Feel for that family.
I will be following this story because this man needs to be caught, especially if he's known. If they know who he is, they need to catch him and they need to lock him up. Social media is the devil. Not PGT time. PGT time is on social media. But PGT time ain't the devil. You know, now sometimes I might drink a little bit. But PGT time ain't the devil. People take social media and twist it the way they want it to be. Okay? If that makes sense. They make it what they want it to be. And it's sad that we got so many people that put this beef on social media. People put fights on social media. People do killings on social media. The killings, now that right there just throw me for the loop. Because it's like, catch me if you can type vibe I get when you do stupid stuff like that and put it on social media. Or when you go commit robbery and be in the car that you done robbed with carjacking too, and you on live, like this your shit. Like this yours. You on live like you did right and not wrong. That's what I mean by social media is the devil. Like you cannot possibly think that you do stuff like that and then go on social media and you're not gonna get caught. I was doing the show one time and this lady didn't like the guy that was on my show. They was they used to be married and they ended up getting a divorce. Sorry, the TV's so loud. But they was already had a divorce. Things wasn't right. So she just followed him everywhere he go. And he came on my show. And before my show had even ended, they done sent me a clip of my show where they done cut, chop, did whatever they wanted to do to make it sound like I done said something I didn't even say. Edit. That's what they call it. Edit the whole thing to something I didn't even say. Social media is the devil. And you better start using it right if you're using it wrong. OnlyFans, everybody getting naked, women. I ain't just talking about these men too. Women too. Getting naked. If I was skinny, let's say that. If I was skinny, would I be naked? No, I got a husband. If I didn't have a husband, no. My mama trained me a little bit better than that. Okay? And I see people that ain't skinny. That's way bigger than me. And they be out there just as naked as can be. And don't care. Don't care. They ain't even got to be on OnlyFans. They don't care. I'm just saying. I ain't hating. I'm just saying. These are how some of these women end up missing. Somebody that's done said something good on social media to you because they done saw you damn near naked. And they tell you they'll spin on you. Come on, let's meet up. Well, what if he telling the truth? What if he is good? What if he will spend on me? Whoa, let me hurry up. And then all of a sudden, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude. None of that. I'm just saying. Have respect, ladies. Have respect for yourself. All right. Our last clip. This one is the Chicago shootings. The reason why I am bringing that in tonight is because of our guest that will be coming on Wednesday with me and Jason. Her name is Karen Phillips. She had a story that went nationwide about her daughter. Here she is right here. Kiera Coles. It happened 4 years ago. She would now be 30 years old. She went missing. She was 3 months pregnant at the time in Chicago. And the crazy part about this story is she was a postal worker. She worked for the post office. And it was a video that the police knew was not her, but put out to the public that it was her. And it wasn't even her. It wasn't her. Mom knew it wasn't her. And mom was like, that ain't my baby. That is not my child. Called up there to the papaws, told papa, that ain't my daughter. They was like, I know. We know. So when I tell y'all Wednesday, like I said, this was nationwide. Okay? This wasn't no story that just came about. Do you hear me? It was not a story that just came about. I'm trying to find the flyer for y'all so that y'all can see the flyer before we go tonight. Give me 1 second and I will get that flyer up. But again, and I don't fault the mom or anything like that. You know, she had her reasons, and she's gonna, you know, tell us her reasons just as well. She's gonna let us know her reasons on why she decided to go along with it. I did a lot of research on this. I did a lot of research on this story. A lot of research. So I really, really want you all to come in on Wednesday. You know, we dig down deep. We definitely dig down deep on Wednesdays, talking about crime. Okay, talking about crime each and every Wednesday. So this is going to be an interesting show. It's going to be an interesting show on Wednesday. So I assure you, you don't want to miss it. Again, this is a story that went nationwide. I'm so honored, so humble, so blessed to have Miss Karen Phillips, the mother of Kiera Coles. It was a lot of YouTubers that covered this story when this happened. A lot of YouTubers. And I didn't quite find one. And it probably is one out there. But I didn't find one that had Kiera Cole's mother on their platform. So when I say I'm honored and I'm so humble. Now, this is a story that I can truthfully say that had a lot of news coverage for a change, for a Black young lady. Y'all know they don't too much cover us Black folks, especially as women. But this young lady had a lot of news broadcasts. There's no way possible that I will be able to show all the news broadcasts that they have out there. But what I will say is this. Because her mother never gave up, her father never gave up, that's why these news broadcasts keep coming. They just celebrated her 30th birthday. And that's when I reached out to her mom when they celebrated the 30th birthday. And her mom was willing to come. And this was 2 weeks ago. So this has been in the works. It's nothing that was done overnight. I don't do overnights. You know what I'm saying? So we have spoken, you know, not over the phone as of yet, but we have spoken, you know, through my connections, the way I'm able to connect. I'll say that. But I'm so honored to have her on the show. Me and Jason, we're definitely reviewing all the clips, even the ones that we're not going to play. We are reviewing all the clips. We're coming up with what we're going to say. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as writing things down or planning this or planning that. You know, everything on PGT Time is straight off the dome. Straight off the dome. You know, but we want to make sure that she's completely comfortable. And I want everyone to know she's still missing. Her body has not been found. She is still missing. So we will see you guys. I will see you on Wednesday. I love you all so much. Let me see. Yes, BG says, very sorry this happened. Disgusting, nothing but a coward. Yes, BG's talking about the last video that we showed. But y'all, I thank y'all so much. Please make sure you tune in on Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. The Kiera Cole story, the missing postal worker in Chicago, unborn child. She was 3 months pregnant. Her mother, Karen Phillips, will be here on the show. All right. We out of here. I love you guys. You know what you got to do. You got to listen to my babies. And go check out my website, too. Oh, I forgot a commercial to play. Oh, how can I forget? Got to play this commercial, y'all. Then we're going to end the show. Here we go. Hey, y'all. It's a giveaway. It's giveaway time, baby. It's giveaway time, baby. Everybody tell them about this giveaway, baby.
Yes, this giveaway is going down on October the 8th. And I'm going to be giving away this from Planet Earth 404. It's going to be the lemonade and sweet tea from our line. And then I'm also going to be giving away the honey sticks, which we cannot keep, and the World Maple Squeeze bottle, which we can't keep. So this is a good thing. Then the Missus with the Kisses is also going to be giving away some things on her line as well.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't let her just come and do her own thing. So I'm giving away the purple, baby. The purple lip gloss, okay? It's matte lip gloss. And also I'll be giving away, there you go, the liquid eyelash glue, okay? All for free, y'all, all for free. And when will you be giving this away, baby?
This is going to be on October the 8th. And the rules are, you're just going to go to Instagram. You're going to go to my page, which is Planet_Earth 404. You're going to follow, and then you're going to DM and say that you've seen it on Peachy Tea Time. You're also going to go on Peachy Tea Time's all of her platforms, and then you're going to subscribe. And it's as simple as that.
Simple as that. And the winner will be announced on October 8th, 2022, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we love y'all. We love you. We love you. Make sure you tune in, baby. Tune in, okay?
Tune in.
We gotta go. Bye. Love you. Love you.
It's your girl, the Missus. And hey, I'm your girl, the funny mommy. Listen, I just interviewed with the Missus at Peachy Tea Time on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Yo, this was the best interview ever. Thanks for having me. Listen, check her out, Hits 92.3. Period, Pooh.
Peachy time. Peachy time. Peachy time. Peachy time.